All right, good evening. Peace and salute to everybody out there in the sports world. You are now rocking with the best. Welcome back to the Best of Seven Sports Talk. Seven Mitchell Mumbles is in the building. We live streaming from the YouTube channel. Good evening to everybody. Today, Wednesday, December the 24th. Am I correct? Or it's Thursday,
Yeah.
December. See, it's one of them. It's one of them. See, 2020 just got me all confused, man. Thursday, December 24th, Christmas Eve. I'm feeling like Scrooge in the Grinch right now, but it's going down here. I'm telling you, man. We got some games to talk about tomorrow on Christmas Day. As always, y'all already know how the NBA gives it up. The season just started a couple days ago. Mumble and I are here to chop things up, break things down when it comes to tomorrow's games. Salute to everybody out there. Mumbles, what's popping, family?
Yo, what up? Merry Christmas Eve to everybody. Blessings to everybody. You know, the
Absolutely.
NBA is so far the best part of the holidays that I've had lately. So I'm glad it's back.
Right. We done got a little bit of
Yeah,
we got some good games, man. Did you see Boston and Milwaukee? Tatum with that long three-pointer off the backboard and Giannis missing the free throw for them to lose.
yeah. Today I was just watching a lot of types of the other games that I missed, and just going through them. But yeah, tomorrow is gonna be yeah, damn,
Yeah,
hot
tomorrow
thing.
tomorrow is definitely going to be crazy, but we have definitely gotten some pretty good games so far in the first couple of days of the NBA season. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, yesterday Raptors lost. Uh,
Who
it's like
y'all
the first.
played?
Uh,
It's definitely
what was it again?
NBA. Was it NBA?
Pelicans. Yeah,
The Pelicans.
yeah. First opening loss in like years.
Wow.
They um, they were playing well, but I find that one of the things when they lost Kawhi that the Raptors have is they're a good team, but they don't have that player that can just,
Take them over the hump.
go. Yeah, and they take them over the hump and we need score, they grab the ball. They don't have that. Like Lowry's kind of old and stuff and Pascal is not quite there yet.
I got you. I got you. I got you.
So,
Well, let's get right into it, man. Here at the best of seven, it's time to preview tomorrow's Christmas games. We're gonna break this thing down matchup by matchup. We're gonna start with the
uh,
early games, Bumbles, man. Let's get right into it. You did just bring up the Pelicans. New Orleans gonna
yeah,
be playing Miami tomorrow. We got
yeah.
Zion versus Bam out of Badeo. The New Orleans Pelicans, they 1-0. The Miami Heat, they lost their first game. Looking at the matchup and the predictions, Mumbles, it looked like they have. I'm trying to see who they got favored. They got Miami favored by 4.5 points. What you think about this matchup between the Heat and the Pelicans? 12 o'clock tomorrow, first Christmas game.
Um, I was honestly, I off the top, I was assuming that Miami would take it, but I did watch them against Raptors. Like the Pelicans are playing really well together, and if it's like
They've
it'll
been playing
definitely
well
be
since last year. Since last year, New Orleans been clicking. Them young boys are really playing good.
yeah. So I expect Miami should be able to squeak it out. Though honestly, I'm going. I'm leaning to Miami.
You're going with Miami now. Miami in their loss, they gave up 113 points. New
Yeah,
Orleans,
no,
their defense, they held their team to under 100 points. So I'm a little bit surprised. Miami was pretty, I don't want to say lockdown defense in the bubble last year, but they played pretty good defense. Them giving up,
yeah.
averaging 113 points. I know the Lakers gave up just about the same amount of points. So I'm not going to do that, make a big issue out of that. But
One game, so it could have just been a bad defensive game, so we don't know. But yeah, like last year, their defense was pretty solid. So I'm expecting that it should evolve more to the solid than to the 113 points, because you can't be letting those go too often. You
Right.
can't be that type of.
That's a fact. And Miami lost to the Orlando Magic in the first game of the season.
Oh yeah,
That's crazy, right?
yeah. That's actually very surprising.
Well, it looked like as far as the Pelicans and the Heat go tomorrow, people, it looked like all the stars will be suited up and ready to go. When we look at the injury report, the Pelicans, Will McNay, and Wenyen Gabriel, and Miami Heat, Gabe Vincent, excuse me. All of those guys are day to day. But as far as Zion, Bam, Jimmy Butler, Brandon Ingram, Alonzo Ball, everybody that we looking to see tomorrow, everybody should be suited up, ready to rock and roll. This is going to be a good one. Brandon Ingram, he had 24 points in his opener. Bam had 25. So, it's going to be a pretty good game.
I think it's really going to be about like which team plays their game as they're supposed to, and almost who gets there. If they're close enough, you can't really say who's gonna. It's really about who steps up and stuff like that.
I agree with you, Mumbles. I can't even go against you on this one. I'm going with Miami. The Pelicans is going to be a fight, but I'm going with Miami to get the Christmas win at home tomorrow in the 12 o'clock game.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Next game we got up for Christmas tomorrow. We got Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors versus Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks. Both of these guys both teams are 0-1. Milwaukee coming off of their loss last night. Steph Curry averaged 20 points in his first game. Giannis last night had 35. If I'm not mistaken, Mumbles, these two guys have gotten the NBA MVP the last 4 years.
Yeah.
Right?
I think so. Yeah, I think they've been running that MVP thing for a while here.
Because Steph won it in 2015, 2016. Giannis won it last year and year before last. I feel like we're missing something in between the two. But I thought that they won the last 4. I got to look at that.
Not because, I'm trying to think.
I got to look at that. But what do you think about the matchup overall, man? Golden State, we saw what happened to them in game 1. You know what I mean? And Milwaukee.
I think Golden State can get killed.
By Milwaukee?
Yeah. I don't think they have, and do they have somebody to take Giannis? Is Curry gonna be MVP level? I'm not sure yet.
Is it going to be enough? That's the key. We can give Steph his props and even say he's going to play at the MVP level. Is that going to be enough to beat Milwaukee tomorrow? Because Draymond Green is not playing tomorrow neither. We know Klay Thompson is out. Draymond is not going to be playing. DJ Augustin for Milwaukee, he's day to day, so he might play. So Milwaukee is fully equipped, ready to rock and roll. But Golden State, I don't know. What you going to put Andrew Wiggins on Giannis? That's not what I don't know what the hell Golden State gonna be able to do with this big boy.
They're gonna lose. That's what they're gonna do.
Got Chris Middleton. I don't know, man. Yeah, I just can't see Milwaukee standing a chance. I mean, Golden State standing a chance rather versus Milwaukee.
Yeah. More and more when I look at how the season is kind of looking, I really feel bad for Golden State because I think they're going to do even worse than I thought.
I knew they wasn't going to be a factor, but they played Brooklyn. Let's be real as well. They played Brooklyn, one of the best projected teams in the first game of the year. So it ain't like they got dog walked by a team with a bunch of scrubs. I will give them that much.
Yeah, but Milwaukee's, another one of those. Well, it's supposed to be another one of those teams. Like,
yeah, they definitely built for they built for smoke. Absolutely. They definitely built for smoke. Now we got Kyrie going back to Boston tomorrow, man. We got the Brooklyn Nets and the Boston Celtics tomorrow, Christmas Day. What you think about this matchup, Kyrie? Like I said, going back to Boston, you know, KD doing this thing. It looked like the Nets are a 3-point favorites in this game. Both teams are
yeah,
coming off wins.
they should be there. I'm surprised it's only 3 points there. I think it'll be a good game. This is going to be probably Boston's going to be one of the tests for Brooklyn to really see, you know, are they just good on paper, or is the hype worth it? Like,
who's the test?
I think
who's the test? Who's the test more for? The Celtics or Kyrie?
I think this is the test. I think that because Brooklyn is, I feel just because a lot of them are putting them to the top, and I think Boston, which has been a good team, and we know they're a solid team. It's one of the first games for Brooklyn to make their statement on if they're gonna, you know, dominate the East or what they're gonna do now that they're fully here. Like,
Brooklyn had 11 steals versus Golden State in game one, in that first game.
Yeah.
If Brooklyn playing defense like that, like they definitely going to be projected number one coming out that East.
Yeah,
I like the matchup tomorrow, man. I like the matchup between Jason Tatum and Kevin Durant. I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. After seeing what Jason Tatum did to Giannis last night, oh yeah.
Yeah, you think you can? That'll be, you know, good. But yeah, and Kyrie going back, like, he's gonna want to perform and show that, you know.
Well, if Kyrie doing too much, then, you know, that's what Boston want. Boston probably wants Kyrie to try to come in there and take over for some type of revenge or vengeance or something like that.
True, and not play the team game. Yeah,
you know what I mean. I don't know. Who you going with?
Boston's got a couple of injuries.
I'm going with Boston.
You're going for Boston?
I'm going with Boston. Brooklyn is a threat to my Lakers.
But yeah, this is going to be this is probably one of the games that I'm most excited for tomorrow.
Yeah, no doubt. So, but who you going with? You said you're going with Brooklyn?
Yeah, I'm going with Brooklyn, man.
All right. We got the two LA teams closing things out in the Christmas Day games, man. We got LeBron James and my Lakers locked in versus the Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams, coming off of losses. Kristaps Porzingis will not be playing tomorrow. All of the Lakers should be suited up. How you think this game going to play out tomorrow between LeBron and Lakers and Luka and the Mavs?
Because this is because, you know, everybody wants to say that Luka is, you know, the man. So I think this one's going to really show that one. Like, Luka's got to take over and bring his team to the victory. I think the Lakers, I think, are overall the more talented team. And they should I think they should win. Whether they do win or not, I'm not sure. I'll be honest, I can't really confidently go against LeBron right now.
Like, you shouldn't.
I can't really. I can't really confidently think that it's Christmas Day, it's the big game, and
people just want to gas Luka up. I respect Luka's game. People just want to gas him up and put him up there already as one of the elites. And he hasn't won anything. He's not no threat to LeBron. And don't forget, we got AD. So I'm not worried about this. We played well against Dallas last year. I got the Lakers tomorrow.
yeah.
LeBron is going to have to play better. I'm not going to lie. 22 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. I mean, that's pretty good numbers for an average player. But for the King, I need him to be more efficient. He was like 7 for 17 from the floor the other day. So he got to shoot better. AD got to play better too, because he made a couple shots on the perimeter, but AD really wasn't that aggressive, man. And we already had the conversation about Marcus Gasol. Don't get me started. Last but not least, what was you going to say?
We got Clippers and Nuggets.
The Clippers are facing the ghost of the NBA bubble, the team that knocked them out of the bubble last year. The Clippers are looking for revenge, locked in with the Denver Nuggets. Paul George coming off of that 33-point performance against the Lakers. Nikola Jokic, 29 points in the loss that Denver had versus the Sacramento Kings. They lost to Sacramento. Yeah. That was a real crazy game at the end, how Buddy Hield got that tip in to win the game, Sacramento.
And Denver's got Green on their team now.
Right.
And
so what do you think? Yeah, what do you think? We got the Clippers 2.5-point favorite.
The Clippers have to, like, this is one of the, especially for morale, they have to step up and take this game. Like, Kawhi's got to, push it. They have Kawhi and Paul George. Like, they should win. Like, they should beat this team. Like, just off of those two guys alone, they should be able to beat this. Like, I will lean to them to say that.
Now, Marcus Morris, he's day-to-day, so I'm not sure if Marcus Morris is going to be playing. When it comes to the Denver Nuggets, JaMychal Green, who played for the Clippers last year, he's day-to-day, so I'm not sure if he's going to be playing tomorrow. Everybody got to show out, and if the Clippers lose to Denver tomorrow, that's definitely going to be a mental edge that the Nuggets can carry over, playing out this year. Because, like I said, these are guys that knocked the Clippers out.
Yeah, if the Clippers don't, like if the Clippers lose, like, it's almost, I would feel like something needs to be done, like a players only meeting, or something needs to change in, like, not even player wise, but in that environment, harder on them or easier on them. But if they lose that tomorrow's game, especially if it's not close, then if it's like a definitive win, then they'll definitely need to rethink what they're trying to do there.
Well, I told you, man, when it comes to the Clippers, I'm not sold on them being able to close the door. That's one of the reasons why they got bumped last year. They was up by double digits in almost every game in the second half versus Denver and blew all those leads. Denver was able to come back and won that series. First game of the year this year, they was up on the Lakers by like almost 20 points in the first half. And the Lakers, cut it all the way down to like 1 or 2 by halftime or something like that. So the Clippers definitely have a problem with holding on to leads and having someone. I know you got to respect Kawhi. You got to respect Paul George to an extent, but they don't have anyone that definitively are closing the door in the second half at close games. Like the way Kawhi was closing games in Toronto in the playoffs down the stretch, I don't really see that much of that from him early on, and even last year.
Yeah, like I don't know, like, I know Toronto was very well coached, so I don't know if that's what helped him in anything like that. Because, but he seems to have like I don't know, lost a step or like he's a little bit of a step down and stuff, and he needs to get it back up to because him closing it out in Toronto, it caused the rest of the players to step up.
Yeah,
Like
they wasn't
the rest of
dependent
the
upon Kawhi. Everybody stepped up from Fred VanVleet, Kyle Lowry. Everybody stepped it up.
exactly. So he needs to do that for this team to make them step up. If he's a step back, then the players that are not as good will be two step back.
Right.
And then they lose in the playoffs.
This is the best of 7 Sports Talk. 7 Mitchell Mumbles in the building. Before we get up out of here, one more topic we got to chop it up with. Talk about James Harden with the Houston Rockets now in the aftermath of him violating the coronavirus protocol and getting that $50,000 fine. The NBA is pretty much mandating that James Harden from the Houston Rockets quarantine and test negative for 4 days, which should clear the way for him to return this Saturday and making his season appearance versus the Portland Trail Blazers. Are you anticipating James Harden return? Are you excited to see James Harden get back on the court? Do you think that the Rockets need to just deal him out? Like, what's your thoughts on James Harden and his possible return to the game?
I've never liked James Harden. Like he scores, he thinks like I don't know if it's an energy off. I don't know. I just like I don't see him like as a winner. I don't know what's missing from him. Like he does everything. It's just maybe it's like he doesn't.
He's not a champion. He's not a champion, and he carries himself with so much entitlement, like he is a champion. That's the thing.
And the problem is, I think, because I know there was reports a lot of, like, basically Houston almost, like, giving him the key, like, basically he makes suggestions and on the team and they'll fall, they want to make him happy. He's not good enough for you to bend over backwards for.
Offensively, I think offensively, James Harden is one of the greatest players we've ever seen offensively. So I think James Harden offensively is good enough for a franchise to appease to him to an extent. But when he's doing certain things that we see champions not doing, then that's when I get off of the bus because he hasn't won anything. He hasn't even taken the team to a finals.
Exactly. So and it's not like he's had crap teams. He's had
dope co-stars, man. He played with KD and Westbrook. He played with Dwight Howard. He played with CP3. He played with Russell Westbrook. He's had some co-stars.
And it's not enough to even really get close to winning a championship.
Now he's trying to go over to Brooklyn to play with Kyrie and KD. Whatever.
If they could play together, that'd be a mean burrito.
I don't know how that would work, especially if it get down to the clutch. Who won't want to shoot the ball? That's it, man. We about to get up out of here, man. It's the best of 7 Sports Talk. 7 Mitchell and Mumbles about to sign off. We hope you guys have a happy holiday tomorrow. We hope everybody stays safe. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We'll be back at you guys before the weekend is out because we definitely going to have to talk about what happened Christmas Day. No doubt. And salute to everybody out there. Hope everybody stays safe. Mumbles, you got any final thoughts before I get up out of here?
No, just everybody have a good, safe Christmas. Bless your families. Everybody stay safe. One love, man.
Already know. Happy holidays to my guy Mumbles and his family. I'm 7 Mitchell, man. You are now rocking with the best. It's the best of 7.